Hi team, Uwe Jacobs from Property Friends, your property strategist, bringing you an update on the investment market and some comments on the RBA interest rate decision. Well, I find it really interesting. Property investment shows that the markets are at least holding up. Some are still going up. As always, that is very much specific to the area, which is fascinating to me, that even neighboring cities or cities close by can be at quite different cycles of the market. My prime example is, for example, Cairns, one of our current hotspots, and Townsville. Those two cities were always tracking in certain arrangement to each other. Cairns is providing some outstanding results at the moment. Our last set of properties just completed had $110,000 in increase. That's on completion in value. So, and a rental yield of 6% plus. I am certain that everybody agrees that that is an outstanding result. And I see Cairns continuing that path for a while yet. Why, I hear you ask? Well, the reason is that the indicators are telling us that. Low rental vacancy rate, comparatively small number of stock for sale. Building is still going through the bottleneck. There is not that many buildings coming up and are being applied for. And the big one, strong population growth. There are a number of large projects that are pointing in the right direction, and there are some great deals going, no question. And I find it fascinating also in that regard. Cairns is often cited as a tourist town. Did you know that the first three big income sources of Cairns are now government, with university, hospital, and army? And especially army will be a big growth area in the region of Cairns. Now let's compare that to Townsville. Townsville is just starting in the strong cycle of growth. However, the big difference is that it is different in different parts of the city. So know your city well, know your locations well, and it will be very interesting to see what is happening in the next 12 to 18 months. I would suggest to you that Townsville is about 12 months behind Cairns in the cycle. So again, some good money is to be made here as well. It's fascinating to me that Cairns and Townsville were traditionally, Cairns was the lower one in value and pricing, and Townsville was the higher one. That has certainly changed now. Cairns is higher in value and cost than Townsville. Now, will Townsville catch up the next 12 months? I believe so. So certainly long term, a very interesting market to go into and to be positioning yourself. So it all goes back, and that just proves the point. It all goes back to know your market well, know your market in detail. The more you know it in detail, the more you can mitigate risk and increase your certainty for success. If you want any more information on any of that, book a discovery call and we can have a chat. So now to the RBA decision. Drum roll. We were at 4.35%, 12-year high, and 95% of the target rate tracker experts predicted no change. That is exactly what happened. So we're sitting at 4.35%. All four big banks forecast some reductions for the end of the year, or by the end of the year, I should say. CBA is the most bullish. They're even suggesting the equivalent of 0.25% reductions. Personally, I think that's a big ask, and I reckon if we get 0.5%, that is still a great result. So can there be an increase? Some people are still talking about increase. In theory, yes, but I can't quite see that. As long as the inflation rate is tracking up to 3% or slightly above, I think we will be looking at very stable rates, and to the end of the year, we will be seeing reductions. So all in all, a great time to invest, and that's what I suggest to anybody doing. And remember, you got to be in it to win it. Have a good one. Bye-bye.